Yeah, yeah, Chuggalos. It's day eight. Day eight of the Brew Crew Podcast Advent Calendar 2025 Special Edition. They're all special, aren't they? We're all special in our own way. Welcome to day nine of the calendar. Is kind of what we call it, just the calendar. Let's dispense with the pleasantries, shall we? We know what we're here to do. I'm excited about this day today. I've been looking forward to this day ever since I laid eyes on what the list was going to be. And I placed this one here and I thought it's going to be a great spot to put this beer because it's a third of the way through the calendar, 8 days today. And this is our shot, and this is our shot to rejuvenate ourselves, a chance to look back and contemplate on the wonderful 7 days that preceded day eight and leap ahead to the next 8 days. Actually, not even 8 days. We have 5 days until you know what. That's right, the Advent Calendar Carriage House special at JT's house. Not that his carriage house is any big deal or anything. It kind of is a big deal. It's just a cool place to hang out. And it's been the most fun podcast every single year for me. And I just enjoy the camaraderie and the fellowship with the guys, with the hang. And we always get some crazy wacko beers that Matt brings, and everybody gets the chance to bring some to crack open and try. Sometimes they're surprise specials. Sometimes the surprises are interesting. Sometimes they're wacky and they kind of suck, which kind of makes them fun and unique. And sometimes they're really incredible. But we don't want to outshine the star of the show, which we're not even going to talk about today. But today's star of the show is a beer that I've been looking forward to all year. Well, not all year. Let's be real. Since the beginning of November, when we went to the Barrel House to our buds down there, who hooked us up with the selection of all time in my mind. So far, there's not a can't miss in the first 7 days. This certainly ain't going to be a miss today. This is going to be, I'm looking forward to it. And I'm anticipating, I don't know, maybe my expectations are way too high, but I got an expectation from last year's Slushy that we had sent me over the moon. I just was in total shock because I didn't expect a beer to taste like that, a sour to taste that good and to be that flavorful and to be that rich and full and deep. And it blew my mind and it turned my head around. This single beer, well, not this exact one, but another 450 North Slushy was the beer that turned me around on sours. It was the final kind of step in the process, I think. And it just told there was no sourness in it. It was all sweet, lush, thick, juicy smoothie, and it was all smoothie goodness. It was so damn good, and that's what I'm looking forward to today. This one is no, I'm a berry lover. I love berries. You can ask my wife. You give me a dessert of anything in the world, chocolate, whatever it is, right? Pumpkin pie, even, which I love. But you put a bowl of berries in front of me, I'll take the berries every frickin' day and twice on Sundays. Seriously, a berry pie, even better. I'm gonna lay something on you right now. Well, you guys already know because everyone's already done theirs except for me. This is boysenberry and marionberry and cream of coconut. What? Who the hell thought about putting cream of coconut in with boysenberries and marionberries? I mean, come on. You want to wreck a beautiful party? Bring the cream of coconut guy in, right? That guy. That guy will ruin the party. Marionberry and blackberry or boysenberry, you can't beat those, man. Okay, here's the $20 million question. I haven't watched any of the videos yet, so I'm guessing there's been some debate and discussion, perhaps across the Brew Crew podcast Chuggalo crowd set about what the hell a marionberry is, and I bet you somebody referred to it as, oh yeah, it was that mayor of DC that got busted for coke twice and got sent down, lost his mayorship because he got busted for coke twice, not once but twice. Yeah, he didn't go down after the first time. They had to actually bust him a second time, and then he went down. Marionberry. No, Marion Barry was not named after Marion Barry, the degenerate former mayor of Washington, D.C. But Marion Barry is a type of blackberry. Very simple. It's a cultivar of the blackberry family. It's called the trailing blackberry. It was a cross between two different blackberry cultivars. The Cashew Lulu, no, I'm getting it wrong. Cashew Lulu or something like that. And the Alalali. Can't make this crap up. I'm not kidding. It was a cross between those two, and out popped a Marion Barry 9 months later. And wowzer, I love Marion Barry. Marion Barry pie is phenomenal. Remember the old Marie calendars where you could actually still get rhubarb pie, which, by the way, rhubarb, phenomenal. JT, this question is for you, my friend, because I know he's a rhubarb lover like me. JT, why the hell has nobody made a rhubarb sour? That's what I want to see on the advent calendar next. Gusso, my buddy, my newfound buddy, Matt, my old buddy, Better Matt, you guys got to find a rhubarb sour. Rhubarb sour would be phenomenal. Would be phenomenal. People go nuts for rhubarb sours. Okay, well, I don't know. I may be exaggerating, but look, I am excited about this because it's boysenberry, which I love, Marionberry, which I love, cream of cocoa. The jury's out on, man. That's just what's a curveball for me. But you never know. I mean, the last slushy I thought we had, I thought that thing's gonna suck. I'm not gonna like this. This is gonna be sour. They're calling it a smoothie. What the hell is this? I'm a traditionalist. It doesn't taste like beer. This isn't beer. What is this? You know? But I think I was with JT in the Carriage House bar actually when we filmed this one, and it just knocked me off my feet, man. So anyway, without further ado, I don't even know what the alcohol content is of this. What is it? 5 point something probably. Damn, I can't even read it. My eyes are so bad. The Smoothie Sour Boy. I wonder what the hell that means. Smoothie Sour Boy. No idea what the alcohol content is. I'm guessing in the 5 point range, somewhere in there. It's not going to be super high. But let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm saying. 450 North. One of my favorites. They've always been really good. Ooh, it's very purpley. My wife would kill me if I spill this purple stuff on the carpet. That would not be good. SFIL would be no longer SFIL. It would be long-lived SFIL. And then his Italian wife got pissed because he dumped the purple shit on the carpet. Okay, oh, it's purple. It's, wow. That is not really smoothie looking, is it? It's got, it looks like it's got a lot of carbonation. Look at all the bubbles down there. Oh, we've talked about this, Chuggalos. That looks like it has been pumped full of CO2, and look at the head blew right off. There's no thick, creamy foam, which would be perfect for a smoothie. Okay, it's not looking real good right now, but let's just put that aside. And by the way, the can art's good. I'm sure JT in his high interest in this probably gave the full Monty for this can art boner segment. But I don't think, well, they got a picture of a purple smoothie on there, and it's a thick purple frozen smoothie. I don't see that, but let's see what happens. It would have been great to have a little creaminess, a little head there. It would have been perfect because that creamy, thick head would have made it a very beautiful, beautiful pour, a beautiful taste. It would have presented well. This burned right off. It fizzed. I heard it fizz like a root beer. You don't want your beer fizzing. Look at that. I got all kinds of fizz residue in the inside of my glass. All right, well, we're hoping it's tasting better. Oh, wow. You could smell the berries, that's for sure. It is a strong, potent, full of berry concoction. All right, let's give it the what for. yeah. SFIL's a happy man. SFIL be a happy man. Um, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. Now, this is why I kept some of those early beers that were really solid and excellent under a 4. Man, that is a home run right there. That is good. It is very different than the one we had last year. It's not nearly as sweet. It's sweet, but it's not nearly as sweet as the one that we had last year. But man, the Marionberry in this and the boysenberry are phenomenal. And I got to say, the cream of coconut just sits down in it. It's very well balanced in there. It's not overpoweringly coconut like if you had a pineapple coconut smoothie in a beer like this, a sour that was a pineapple coconut sour, you'd expect like a pina colada taste, right? Like a lot of coconut kind of in there. But uh, this is not that. This, I think the cream of coconut actually gives it a little sweetness, residual sweetness, and it uh, tames down the sweetness a little bit. Maybe I don't know. It's kind of weird. These smoothies are a real art form because you could go way too sweet on them. I mean, there's hardly any hop in there. There's no hoppiness. There's no bitterness to kind of, reflect off of or balance the sweetness in this. It's all sweet. It's all coming at you right there, pal, with the berries and all. And I am loving it. That is a winner. That is a freaking winner. Mm. It's got some subtlety to it too. Um, there's some darker fruit even underneath there. Like you can tell the Marionberry is a blackberry, right? Because you can taste the blackberry in it, right? But the Marionberry is typically sweeter than a typical blackberry. Blackberry is sweet, but not overly sweet. We eat blackberries all the time. My wife and I, we have a little fruit cup almost every morning before she heads off to the pool, and I head to work. Um, but this, so you can taste the dark fruit underneath there, the blackberry that's underneath there. But the Marionberry sweetness shines and shimmers across the top, and then the boysenberry is sweeter, and that's lovely too. That's a great mix, those two. And the cream of coconut, surprisingly, does not wreck it. It actually is an adjunct that I'm finding stays. It's got a real long finish to it, and the berries are part of that. So the berries don't like disappear real quickly, and then all you got is this coconut left on the back of your palate. It's got a real long finish, and the cream of coconut's definitely there. There's definitely but it's a real kind of a more subtle coconut flavor that kind of sits back on the palate and kind of blends in really nicely with the berries. The berries are tremendous. Mm. Well, I'm not saying that there's a better beer in this pick. We're only a third of the way through, but this is near perfection in my mind. It's got everything you'd want in a sour. It's not overly sour. It's got some tart and tang to it a little bit. It's got some sweetness. It's got fruit in there, fruit galore, fruit for days. It tastes like an entire bushel barrel of Marion berries were put into this one cup right here, and you get the concentrated, juicy goodness of all of that. I mean, who doesn't like that? If you don't like this beer, there's something wrong with you. You're freaking stoned, or actually, you're not stoned enough. No, that didn't come out right either. You're, I don't know. Something is wrong with your taste buds, bud. Um, I'm digging it, man. I am really liking this. It's got a more dark character to it, though, than last year's. And I like that, actually. I like that. There's some real deep essence in there of something. I'm trying to put my finger on what it is. but it is frickin' good. And I wonder what they use to brew this. I wonder if they use any grain at all. You sure can't taste much of the grain if there's any even in there. I mean, does there have to be grain in something to call it a beer? I don't know. And what do you call it if it's not a beer? What if you call it if it's just fruit essence, right? I mean, that's essentially what wine is made from. Fruit. Just fruit. But it's not a high enough alcohol content, obviously, to call it a wine. It doesn't live in that kind of 14-15% range. It doesn't have the kind of really deep characters of wine either as a result. But ooh, dang, Juggalo Brothers, it doesn't get better than that. That is pretty freaking good. I'm really excited to see how everyone else rates it. That's good. Yeah, I mean, I can't say enough about this, and I really can't say much more about it. It's just phenomenal. I think that's just great. I'm liking everything about it. There's no nasty aftertaste. There's no nothing. There's no metallic, flinty. Uh, there's no kind of weirdness whatsoever to this. It's just beautiful fruit at its essence, and you know what the hell is it? Not really sure. I said this last year, I think, with the smoothie we had last year, the slushy we had last year. Not really sure what that is, but I don't really care. Yeah, it just tastes phenomenal. So that's it from me. Yeah, I don't really need to go much further on this thing. I could, of course, as you all know, but what's there to talk about? I can't talk about the yeast. I don't know anything about the yeast. They had to put some in there, turned into alcohol. There's not much breadiness there. There's a little bit of yeast character. I think it's like almost like a cracker. There's a little bit of a cracker, like a dinner cracker. Not a super salty cracker, just a kind of a light dinner water cracker. Like a water cracker you have with cheese on it. So you just give it a little texture, a little body, but you don't take away from the flavor of the cheese. That's kind of what this yeast tastes like to me. It's got a little, not it's not enough to even be bready. You can't even say that. There's not even a, yeah, you're definitely not getting, yeah, you're getting a little yeast in the nose, but not much. Mm, wow, man. And what I'm smelling here is not what I'm tasting. That's really interesting. I'm smelling more boysenberries, and I'm tasting more marionberries, if that even makes sense. So, well, I got to pick a score. There's really only two that's on the board for me, and man, poses a bit of a dilemma for me. Wow, wow, that's freaking good, man. That is freaking good. It's either a 4.75 or a 5. It's right up there. It is right at the top of the range. Mm. By the way, I'm going to caveat this one thing. Not this thing, not what's in there, and not my score for this. What I will say is that it's not it's not to compare it to a different style. This is a in class, in style, in category um, scoring for where I think if I were to just open up 12 of these different smoothie sours, and drink them, which would rise to the top and which ones would not, and how would I rate those? And I would say this gets a 5.0. I got to give it a 5. I kind of hesitate to do that because it's like, where's the headroom there, right? But it doesn't preclude me from giving another beer a 5 if I believe that that beer in the future, several weeks of the podcast that we have left here, if any of those beers come out as being just exceptional beers in their class, I would certainly feel free to give them a 5 also. But to me, I don't know. I'm probably, I don't know, maybe one of the newer guys of the group to be drinking sours, and this one just lights me up as much as last year's Slushy did. I like these Slushies that 450 North makes. They're phenomenal. I don't even know. I don't buy them during the rest of the year, which is crazy because I really like them a lot. I should be buying them and just storing them in my fridge for a special occasion or something because these things are phenomenal. They're unlike any other beer. They don't taste like beer. They don't resemble beer very much, but they sure are. They sure are lovely and tasty to drink and fun to drink and delicious, just delicious. So you know what? If you're not part of the Advent Calendar group, but you happen to be watching this, just please take my advice. Go down and get one of these. 450 North, Slushy XXL, Smoothie Sour Boy. I don't know what the heck the name means, but it's a Smoothie Sour Boy. It looks like it's on a football field, so maybe it means it's the Water Boy. I don't know what they mean, but whatever it means, make sure it's the Smoothie Sour Boy and read the side of it. It's actually in big enough letters for me to read. Boysenberry, Marionberry, and cream of coconut. Who would have guessed? And it's not that I hate coconut, by the way. I like coconut a lot. But putting coconut together with all this, that was different, and I wasn't expecting it. And man, did that turn out good. It was beautiful, just beautiful. 5.0, my first 5.0 of the year, and that's a rare thing for me. So I'm cherishing this moment. I'm going to finish the rest of this off camera. In the meantime, I'm going to say cheerio and good night to all of you, my fellow Chuggalo partners in crime, and we'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day 9. Later.